up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's Thursday evening here in Findlay, Ohio. As second winter has set in, I'm hanging out in the garage. Most of the stuff I use to record is out in my shed. Unfortunately, between me and the shed is a field of mud. I don't feel like tracking it through my house, so I'm just going to hang out with Loki, the attack cat, and have a beer in the garage. He's currently hiding under his cat tower. When I came out, I think it startled him and he ran. Maybe he'll come back and hop in his chair in a little bit. Anyway, it's Thursday. The week is about to come to an end. Anderson's coming up to visit, so I'm hoping to get some new check-ins for Untapped, try a few new beers, maybe go on a little beer mission, check out a new brewery. We'll have to kind of see what happens. But before we get there, checking out a new beer today. This is Kickback from Drake's Brewing Company. First thing, I do kind of like the design of the can, the artwork. I don't know, kind of has that Hawaiian punch look to it or something with the letters to me. Drake's Brewing Company is out of San Leandro, California. Looks like this brewery opened in 1989. As far as the can, we got a little bit of information on the side here. Says, Kickback is a perfect all-occasion, easygoing, hoppy session IPA. Aromas of bright grapefruit and hints of pine blend perfectly with the stone and tropical fruit aromas. Enjoy this crushable beer after any adventure. Well, I haven't partook in an adventure, but hey, what the heck, I think I'll try it anyway. Kind of dig the can, the artwork, the lettering, I don't know, reminds me of like an old Mountain Dew can or something like that. Kind of neat. I went to the website to check this brewery out because I didn't know very much about it. Looks like they have multiple locations. They have a barrel house in San Leandro. They have something called the Dealership, which is in Oakland, and then a place called the Barn in West Sacramento. So it looks like, you know, I guess 3 in the Bay Area of California there. What I did find interesting, this is something weird, I don't know, I meant to talk about it previous times before and haven't. I know a lot of times when people do beer videos or you see reviews, people talk about stone fruits. And, you know, when you hear stone fruits, I have an idea of what you're talking about, right? Like peaches, plums, nectarines, these kind of things. But, you know, I started thinking like, well, you know, peaches and plums taste different, smell different. So, you know, what exactly is a stone fruit? So I went on the internet and tried to do a little bit of research. And it appears there's some arguments as to what exactly falls in the category. But if you go to Wikipedia, it kind of gives you a breakdown. And what they had listed were peaches, nectarines, plums, apricots, cherries, mangoes, green almonds, lychees, and even some berries like blackberries and raspberries, as well as mangoes. So to me, that is a very broad array of different types of fruits with different kinds of tastes and different smells. So it's always odd to me when I kind of just hear like stone fruit. I think like, okay, cool, but which one, right? Does it taste like cherries? Does it taste like apricots? You know, which one? Peaches are very different tastes. You know, I guess it is what it is. It's kind of a generic term to describe a smell, but it's just something that's always kind of struck me as a bit odd. All right, anyway, ramble over. As far as the brewery goes, like I said, they have the 3 locations. It looks like they have a stable of beers that are available all year. This is one of them. So they had a pale ale, an IPA, a double IPA, a Pils, a Hefe, a hazy double IPA, and this, the session IPA. So obviously, IPA heavy. I get California digs the IPAs. So, you know, it is what it is. I with the limited releases and seasonals, I'm sure they cover the other stuff. But, you know, I'm still kind of hyped to try one of these. I really don't see tons of beers from California breweries, I guess, other than Lagunitas and, you know, the Sierra Nevada, the kind of big boys. So let's give this a shot. Again, 4.3% IBV, 51 IBUs. Holy shit. This got pretty good reviews overall on the website. So Untapped at a 3.6, Beer Advocate a 3.8. The aggregate score was an 86, so very good. So critics seem to like it, and fans as well. Looks like I paid $2.29 for this, so not a bad price for a single can. So let's check it out. Look, I can't see through it, but it's not super hazy. I mean, there's a little bit of cloudiness to it, but, you know, nothing too nuts. As far as the head, look like there's a good finger or more. A tiny bit soapy. I mean, you know, you see there's some depth to it, but it looks kind of like there's a lot of air in there. You know, I mean, again, I guess it's a 4.3% session IPA, so I'm not expecting anything too radical. The nose, still fighting the allergies. The struggle is real. To me, I'm picking up some citrus. Probably say maybe like a grapefruit, maybe a bit of a lemony kind of thing. Yeah, maybe my nose isn't working as great as it should, but it smells nothing too crazy. I mean, again, it's a session lighter IPA, so I didn't expect it to be, crazy on the nose. Let's give it a shot. Cheers. Light bodied, you pick that up right away. Fairly light. Taste, you pick up a little bit of the pineapple. I kind of dig that pineapple kind of sweet taste. Light bit of pine. I actually kind of dig piney IPAs, and again, I get this is a lighter session version, but you do pick up a little bit of the pine, but I probably would have liked a tiny bit more. But still, certainly not a bad beer by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, you pick up a bit of the kind of fruit there. I mean, kind of like maybe like a pineapple thing, maybe a tiny bit of the pine, maybe a tiny bit of a grapefruit taste. Not quite as bitter or sour as a lot of the bigger IPAs, but again, light session one, didn't think it would be. Yeah, not a bad beer. It's certainly not something I would drink regularly. But if it's supposed to be a lighter IPA, hot day, hanging out, it's not a bad beer. So kick back, you would get a thumbs up. I would drink another one. Again, wouldn't be in the regular rotation, but certainly not a bad beer. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. I saw this had, quite a few check-ins, so I'm sure there's some viewers out there that have had this. If you've had it, let me know what you think of it. Or any of the other Drake's beers. I'd like to try a couple of their others just as a point of comparison because I haven't really seen them. Now that they're up on the shelves in BG, maybe I'll try some of the other styles and see what's going on. Hey, have a great weekend, stay safe, and until next time, cheers.